Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf and this is Doom the Dark Ages. There was a developer direct from Xbox and Microsoft a few days ago, I guess. I don't know. It was recently. And they showed off a lot of different games, many of which were really probably unanticipated. New Ninja Gaiden games. You can see those trailer reactions on my channel. But also more Doom the Dark Ages gameplay. And I'm excited. I mean, from the get-go, I was excited about Doom. The new Doom games have really just smashed expectations for a lot of people. And I can't imagine this one ever being bad because chainsaw shield. That's all I gotta say. So let's get into it. And the music!
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define.
Kind of wonder how many game devs they have on this project.
A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
Performance of Doom on console is top tier.
Those values are infused in every aspect
game
of this
director.
latest installment in the legendary Doom
I
franchise.
forgot, is he studio head, I think?
It is an
the guy on the
honor
left?
to work on this game, to carry
he
on
is.
its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you.
id Software
look
is
at
still
our
one of the
most
better
ambitious
developers in the
game
industry at the
yet.
moment.
This is Doom the Dark Ages.
That was so stupid, I mouthed the words.
Look at that, dude! You get to use a mace! Or flail, really, technically. Oh, there it is, dude. And the cape, like, come on.
In Doom the Dark Ages, you will feel
Now,
like
apparently
the
this is a
superweapon in the
prequel
center of a
to
medieval war
Doom
against hell.
2016, so...
Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016.
There you go.
And it's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new
Hell
to the
yeah,
franchise,
dude.
then
Yo,
Doom the
this
Dark
dude's
Ages
straight
will be the
cowboy.
Perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat.
Now, I'm going to pause here real quick. Apparently, I've been told that this game is kind of like somewhat a combination of 2016 and Doom Eternal. So it's not going to go full Doom Eternal where you have to, you know, level up and utilize all your weapons. Apparently, we're going to see in a minute, I'm sure. But it's not entirely also just 2016. It's a nice little fusion of the two. So I guess hopefully they'll show us that.
In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom the Dark Ages, you'll be an iron.
Oh, hell yeah, my kind of game.
Strong, but still fast.
That's
A
all
rousing
me, baby.
combat system
Tank,
with an
baby.
Emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Dude, that looks sick. The
And a
shield
balance
is just...
between enemy projectiles
Come on.
and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Shield saw, yeah.
Block. Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth.
That's
on a
so
single
sick.
button
And there's the
press.
skull.
You know, we want every
I don't know
game
what
to
they're going to
stand
call
on
that,
itself
but it's like
as a
skull
unique
gun
experience.
for right now.
So in 2016, we
Dude,
asked you
it
to
still
run and
looks so
gun.
good.
In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
And I'm telling you right now, they could literally just make 3 brand new Doom games, put new theme to it, new guns, and not really change the game mechanics from 2016, and I guarantee you it would sell like hotcakes anyway. Dude, that shield is so
And the
sick.
shield saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even a doom spiked mace?
Woo! There is a mace.
Three melee options that are part of a melee system.
I'm going flail all day.
And upgrades, and it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it
That's
feels amazing.
so sick.
You'll feel unstoppable smashing your way through the board with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Look at this. Look at this gun, dude. It looks so sick.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns.
Hell
and
yeah.
Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Is that a double plasma?
Ancient. Brutal torture machine.
That looked like the new super gun.
Butcher.
Or super shotgun.
Impale,
Oh!
and shred the minions of hell with.
It's a nail gun.
Only in Doom.
The music
That's
is
the
so
mission statement
sick.
for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
I wonder if they're still going off of id Tech 6 or if they've got a new variant of it. Either id Tech 7 or just a variant of 6. Dude, come on, man. This is so sick. And the music is just so good. Oh, that's awesome. Basically a grappling hook, but not. It's like a teleportation thing. Dude, just stick the shield in the damn thing's skull. That is so awesome. I like that, though. You gotta keep your eyes open for the green ones so that you know when you can counter.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game,
Here we go.
we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before.
I'm out
with
of
a new
drinky poo.
difficulty system and
Ooh.
sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your
Yeah.
very own 30-story Atlas, which is a mech.
What?
It's the size of a building. It's powerful. And you can
It's
beat
bigger than
giant
most
Titan-sized
buildings.
demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also
What?
have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
That's so
Neither of
sick.
these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The power fantasy is unlike anything we've made at id. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons
Oh,
of fun.
now that's my gun right there.
And as cool as all that is,
The
we know that
tri-shot
fans of
is my
single-player
jam,
action
dude.
Games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience.
Hopefully there's no
So we're
multiplayer,
excited
that
to
they
share
didn't
with
put
you
any
not just the gunplay, but the
any,
world of Doom: The Dark Ages.
dev time into that, because it didn't go very well in
Your hero's
2016,
journey
and
will take
Eternal
you
didn't
to
have
the
one,
far
so.
reaches of the Doom
A
universe.
co-op mode would be great,
Mysterious
though.
Worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes,
Dude, the visuals are
battlefields,
ridiculous. Look at
and
that.
worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way.
Hell yeah,
Now armed
dude.
with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut
You're basically Captain America with a gun,
and smash your way through environments full of secrets and
and you kill
treasures.
people. Or
There's always
demons.
something new waiting to be discovered.
Classic
destroyed.
yellow, red, and blue
Now let's
keys.
take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
More in-depth
Explore
cutscenes.
the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines.
Dude,
in
I can't wait
search
to use
of
that gun.
Vital resources. You
Underwater,
control
everybody's favorite.
where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Sick. So
It's a
open
Doom
concept, not
sandbox
open
full
world.
of war and riches. Once you've
Which is
broken
fine.
the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Oh my god. The scale, dude. Oh my god. Oh, he seems nice.
And the soundtrack to your
Oh,
epic
yeah.
adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star.
I wonder if they're
going
gonna give more lines of
power
dialogue
is
to the
coveted
Doom
by your
Slayer.
enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power.
He's
between
always
good
being
and
imprisoned
evil
somehow.
is shifting, and
After
time
everything
is
he
running
does,
out.
he still somehow
It's
gets
a
caught.
new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes.
Good.
Featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
So what happens in here is what is recounted in 2016 in those audio logs.
We've got 10
That's my
years
assumption
of
is what they
making
mean by
modern
that.
Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
That's a big team. That's a big team. That's at least 100 people, I would say. But you know what? That's all you need. You don't need freaking Ubisoft levels of like 20,000 employees to make a good game. No, the smaller the team, the better the game. It always seems to pan out that way, and it always should just be that way. Spend your money wisely, devs and publishers. You want to know where all your money's going? Well, it's going down the drain paying a bunch of people to do a bunch of nothing. Meanwhile, id Software is creating one of the best looking Doom games of all time with like what looks to be 100 people. That is so sick, dude. I'm sold. I'm sold. What a sexy looking game, man. I can't wait for this shit. This looks so good. The shield alone is enough to get me giddy, man. I gotta re-download these games because I actually haven't played either Doom or Doom Eternal since I got the PS5 and since they updated the game to run at 120 frames a second. And I bet you not only does it feel amazing, but it probably still looks amazing too. And I imagine they're gonna somehow figure out a way to get it to run at 120 frames a second in Doom the Dark Ages as well. I don't know. id Tech is so good, man. They are so good at making their games perfect, even on console, visually and performance-wise. Look at that beast. I love it. Anyway, that was sick, man. I'm super excited for this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sold already. I mean, after 2 games of just absolute perfection with the Doom series, I have no problem saying take my money. I'll give id Software my money because they do fantastic work. And man, I can't wait for the Dark Ages. This May 15th, apparently, it's coming out. So I'll be ready. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And please join me again in the next one, where we'll take a look at another trailer. And hopefully I can be as giddy about that next one as I am for this one. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Doom the Dark Ages. And I'll see you guys later.